Namaste, sir. Namaste, everyone. We've been sitting quietly and now see if we find that the legs gently relax, the upper eyelids quietly relax, the eyeballs soften, and there's an awareness of the breath as breath comes in, as breath goes out. And the legs are loosely crossed. Even though I have shut my eyes, can I become conscious of any mental activity that is still going on in the brain? Then take the awareness to what you're sitting on. So become aware of what you are sitting on. So take your mind down to the root, to the earth that you're on or the mat that you're on, or the floor that you're on. And just to get the mind even more down into the root chakra, what we'll be doing is we've done this before. So I'll just put myself on the screen. So if I'm sitting like this and my back is a bit, slouchy, then just take the arms forward on Mother Earth. Take the right hand under the right buttock and roll the flesh of the buttock so that you feel that when you let that buttock come down, another part of the buttock, a lower part of the buttock or the part of the buttock close to the thigh comes onto the floor. And then release that, take your hand back and then put the other hand under the flesh of the buttock. And roll that flesh up. So you clearly feel that now that lowest part of my buttock, which is touching the thigh or almost the lowest part from the floor. Then bring your hand down. And slowly start walking with your hands rather, till you find that you can let the hands go from the floor, palms are open, and the spine seems to be effortlessly rising. And my mind now clearly feels the sitting bones, the two buttock bones. Wait there. Feel what you can feel between your two buttocks. The breath that is coming in, as if my nostrils are here between my two buttocks as I breathe in, as I breathe out. And see what happens to the mind, to the awareness when it's taken down to the lower floor of the body, the lower story of the building. From the upper story, you've come to the lower story. If the upper story was very busy, like a busy place, too much happening there, see if the lower story is quieter. Keep staying there. The minute the mind jumps up to the upper story where the little I sings its song of I, me, again take it down to your foundation, your root chakra, to the base of this building, where there is so much peace if I learn to stay down. Keep being with the breath and keep taking the mind down when it jumps up. One more breath, and then we'll make a namaskara, taking it to our heart center. And it's so beautiful now when the mind goes from the top story to the bottom story, you'll find that the head bows down. It's like a gesture that says, I surrender my thinking mind to the presence inside. Surrendering that feeling of I know, because no amount of knowing is going to take me to where I've been born to go. Keeping the namaskara, feeling the brain drop, feeling the beats of the heart, not going up back to the terrace, the top of this, let's say, building, let's say, body where there is a strong breeze blowing, but just here where I can hear my breath, when I can feel the beats of the heart. And one day I will be able to hear the speaker within. I read somewhere the speaker within being called the hidden king, capital K. Then let's breathe in so that we can envelop this building with the vibrations of the Om. 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 Whenever you feel like it, gently drop the arms. Before I spotlight Rashmi, one more thing that we'll see. So as you sit, spread your legs if you like, and Sukhasana little apart. So this area is available, the Mooladhara chakra. Then put your right fingers below the Mooladhara, on the Mooladhara, left from behind, and just be quiet and feel the breath. As you breathe in, as if your nostrils are here. And you can feel the movement on your palms, on your fingers. As you breathe out, feeling that movement. The Mooladhara chakra, relaxed lower belly, soften eyes, dropped down. See how the breath slows down. The mind slows down. It's written in the text, Chale Vate Chalam Chittam. So when the breath becomes slow down, when the breath slows down, the mind slows down. I may be quoting it wrongly. And then after the third breath, we'll slowly stand. stand with your feet together, Namaste at the heart. Feel your Muladhara chakra as you stand, as it breathes in, as it breathes out. And now let the mind go to the soles of the feet. If you like, just squash your toes a bit and then relax them 3 times. So you become aware of your toes. If you like, press the heels down while you're doing it. So the mind comes into the feet. Now keeping the mind in the feet, head is dropped. Watching the breath, we're going to be doing 2 traditional Surya Namaskaras. And through our Surya Namaskaras, we are going to go into the feet in all the poses and in between all the poses. So, taking the mind to the soles of the feet and the toes as we stand. Slowly, let's breathe in. Feel the adjustments. When you take the arms up into Ardha Chandrasana for the traditional Namaskara, feel the adjustments that are taking place in the feet when the body arches back and then arch back. As you arch back, become aware. And then as you exhale, once again, going into Uttanasana, but before that, become aware of the adjustments that are taking place in the soles of the feet. Then arch back. And then when you come forward, Uttanasana, feel the soles of the feet. And at the point of going into Vanarasana, your one foot will become light. So just notice how when you're taking the right foot back, your right foot will become light, your left one will become a little heavy. And then when you land and you settle in the pose, see if you can feel both feet. One is touching Mother Earth, the left one, and the other is feeling grandfather sky. Feeling the sensations on the skin of both the feet. My mind notices the difference, but no longer says, I prefer this and not that. It looks at both equally. That's where I'm journeying. Then the toes of the right foot will curl. Notice what happens in the right foot as the left foot goes back. Palakasana. The mind is in the 10 toes, pulling the heels back once you reach Palakasana. Then inhale, the knees will come down, the forehead, chest coming down. And notice how the toes will lay themselves down so that the nails are on the floor. Ashtang Namaskara. Become aware of the toes as the toes are stretched back when you look up in Sarpasana. As the chest comes up, so elegantly stretched back. Then the same 10 toes that stretched out willingly will curl to get ready to go into Adho Mukha Shvanasana. And then some of us may find that the heels are not touching down. Some of us will find the heels are going down. Stay feeling the feet. And at the point of the next inhalation, let your foot fly slowly, the right foot in the air, very conscious of the right foot, coming into Vanarasana. The toes may have to crawl forwards for some of us to get into place. That's fine. And relax the back foot. And look up. Left thigh relaxes. Buttock comes down. Feel both feet, the sole that is looking up, the sole which is looking down. Gentle breath going in and out of the Mooladhara chakra. Feel that, feel the genitals. Slowly coming into Uttanasana, noticing the play in the feet as the arms drop. There will be no desire to move fast now. Head dropped, and then noticing the dance in the feet, slowly start coming up in Ardha Chandrasana. See the toes are crumpled and squeezing down. Relax them, extend them out, and then bring the Namaste to the heart, feeling the toes, feeling the arches, feeling the outline of the feet, the heels. And then slightly feet apart, put your hands between your two thighs, feel the breath in your root chakra. One hand in the front, one at the back, or only in the front, whatever you like. And breath coming in, and feel freedom as the root chakra comes into your palms. Breath going out, freedom as the root chakra rises into the body slightly. One more breath. And then begin your second namaskara on your own, like that. With the mind deciding, today let me go down. I keep jumping up. Let me know what it feels like when I'm downstairs. Look into the feet. Discover for yourself what it feels like. Where would I prefer to be? When I go into my basement, does it feel like I'm approaching silence and therefore I'm approaching my home? Notice every little movement in the feet from pose to pose. Somebody outside may not be able to see it, but see how you can see everything. How often do I look at my face in the mirror? And how little do I look at my feet? When I'm stepping out, I check myself out, my face, my front body. But now I'm stepping in and I'm checking my feet out. My head bows down at the feet of the person I revere. Why not to the person's shoulder? Is it because the feet are the ones that meet Mother Earth, that are forever grounded, that don't wear a mask, trying to conceal the way they look to please someone else? And even if I bow down to someone's shoulder and then I bow down to someone's feet, something inside me, starts changing and quietening and feeling humble and sweet and surrendered. Those of us who finished our second namaskara, or those of us who are still doing, carry on, just being in the feet, whether you finished, whether you're standing. Instinctively, when I go to a temple, I put my head down because my feet are already down. It's like this whole building putting the top floor down onto the ground floor. Then we're going to be doing two vinyasas, jumping namaskaras with the feet slightly apart. First, feel free to put your hands between your two thighs. Feel the breath in the Mooladhara chakra, one or two or three breaths, and then begin. As the arms go up in Urdhva Hastasana, feel the feet, feel the toes, and then the arms come forward on their way to Uttanasana. See what you feel, what happens in the feet, what adjustments take place. And then when you bend your knees, look up. Now you may take one jump, many jumps, or one foot back and then the other foot, doesn't matter. But the mind in the feet. And then going into Chaturanga Dandasana. Carrying on, watching the adjustments as I look up. Urdhva Mukha Shvanasana. Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep watching. Adho Mukha Shvanasana. And then at the point of takeoff, bend the knees. Jump, small jumps, one leg at a time. Uttanasana. And then the mind is so embedded in the feet as the hands go up or the arms go up in Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, Namaskarasana. One more vinyasa if you finish this one on your own. Let my mind be solely where my feet are, on the ground, which my body is ultimately going to melt into, be embraced by. Enjoying my contact with her, feeling her energy come up from my feet into this body. Unhurried, mind not moving out of this root chakra, out of this feet. Those whose breaths are long, you can still be in the feet and maybe move two poses in one half of the breath. Because when we walk, we tend to walk slowly or fast, but we can still be in the feet. Drop the arms by the sides of the body, legs apart. And then feel free to put your hands on your root chakra happily, however you like, and feel the breath in the root chakra. Calling out to the mind, come, come, come and meet me here. One more breath. And then drop your arms and feel free to walk. When you walk, maybe you're starting on your mat, then you're going onto a glazed floor or a tiled floor or a marble floor or a wooden floor. Feel what you can feel below the feet as you walk. The creases, the little granules of dust, maybe little moisture, maybe sunlight, warmth, maybe the coolness because the AC is on. Feel what you can feel between the skin of your feet and the floor. And then when you're ready, slowly come back Stand on any surface you like when you come back. You can put one foot on your mat, one on the tile, both feet on your mat, anything you like, toes on the floor, heel on the mat. And then now we are not putting our hands on the Mooladhara chakra, but with your mind, feel the breath as the breath comes in, as the breath goes out. And then take the arms out by the sides of your body for the first Tibetan rite, spinning 5 times clockwise. If your breaths are long, just do 1 or 3, depending on the length of your breath. But feel the feet. That's the most important thing, not the number. Step on this surface, step on that surface. Feeling this coolness, feeling this rubberiness, and then hands on your waist and feel your Mooladhara chakra. See if you can feel the pulse beats in your feet. And when you're ready, slowly lie down for the second rite. And then keep the mind in the feet as we've been doing, and I'm repeating it. It may seem a bit repetitive, but just so that the mind doesn't escape out from this space, I'm repeating it. And inhale as the feet leave the heels leave the floor. Feel the toes curling down towards your body and the heels stretching up and the head coming up, and then the soles of the feet face the ceiling, and then exhale. Feel the space in which your feet move, and then the time when the heels touch the floor and the toes relax. Carry on your number. Let being in your feet take you into a meditative state, into a space where thinking becomes redundant. It's no longer important. It loses its hold on me. I'm no longer enamored by it. I'm more enamored by what is happening in my feet. So much is happening. And when you finish your number and you're going to turn to the right, no hurry, just an instruction beforehand. Feel the feet when you turn to the right for the third rite as you kneel. The toes may be tucked in or they may be lying flat with the nails of the toes on the surface that you are on. And then feel the Mooladhara chakra with your mind as the palms are placed on the thighs at the back. And now when you start arching back, if you look closely in your feet from within, when you're doing the third rite, see the changes that are taking place as you arch back. Become aware of that. You can even experiment and see at the point of arching, if you press your feet down into earth, see the buttocks start firming up. Realizing that if the feet were not there, how difficult this action would be for me. Whenever you do sit, no hurry. If you're carrying on with the third rite, those of us who are sitting, legs straight, feel the feet as you straighten your legs, soles of the feet dropped and relaxed. And then feel your Mooladhara chakra as you sit, shoulders dropped, elbows bent, feeling space with your feet. Slowly start coming up without crumpling the toes when you come up. When you come down, let the heels rest on Ma Earth and relax and drop your feet. See how your movements will change. Hurry disappears. Movements start becoming conscious and slow. What I look like, how I look doesn't matter anymore. All masks have been dropped. And it's not strange that when I look at my feet, I notice that their beauty is their simplicity, nothing to hide or conceal. Just they are what they are. Some of us have finished the fourth rite. Feel the Muladhara Chakra as you get into the cat, ready for the fifth rite. Feeling your feet as you do that. And then when you're ready, your toes will curl under, knees will go off, and you look up in the upward dog. That's right. Inhale, start going in, becoming aware of the dance in your feet. See how the heels start going down as you go into the downward dog. And exhale, feel the feet adjust slowly to take the body to look up. So you actually get to know about the backs of the toes or the balls of the feet or the arch of the feet or the soles of the feet, the heels of the feet. See the feet as if the feet are leading the body and the body is flowing in the direction where the feet are taking the body. And when you finish, no hurry at all. Please carry on with your breath, your mind in the feet. Only when you finish, slowly stand. With the feet slightly apart. If you like, hands on the Muladhara chakra. If you like, you feel, no, I don't require the hands. You decide if the hands are required and see if you feel quieter when the hands go down and feel my earth, my Mother Earth. Feel it. One or two breaths more. And then we'll be going to a wall. So when you go to a wall, have your back towards the wall, but don't touch the wall. Be about 1.5 feet in front of the wall. We are going to be doing Utkatasana, the chair pose. So Rashmi is there if any of us don't know it. Then put your palms on the wall at the back. See if you can do that. First, you may have to go closer. That's fine. Lean into the wall. You can go closer and then take your feet forward, Rashmi, if you feel. If it's comfortable for you, that's fine. And then put the buttocks and back touching the wall. Now the mind in the feet. Pick the toes up, spread the toes out, and place them on the floor long. Then you can take your palms off from the back and put the palms on your thighs as you start bending the knees. Back of the head on the wall. Okay, bend the knees. Now, when you bend the knees into the chair pose, exhale and press the feet down into the floor, and at the same time, press the lower back into the wall. And inhale and relax. And the feet are equally pressed as you do that. When you inhale, relax the feet, relatively relax the feet. Again, exhale, press the feet gently down, take the belly into your lumbar spine, and the lumbar spine, the curve opening into the wall. 6 times like that. Inhale and relax the feet. Back and tongue relaxed. Let the action originate from the feet. Feel your lumbar going into the wall because your feet are pressing down and the belly is going in. When you finish 6, then slowly slide up. Put your hands on the wall if you like, palms on the wall, and slide up, keeping the back still on the wall. That's right. And the legs are forward. Stay, both feet equally touching Mother Earth without pressing them down, just by locking the knees. Feel the root chakra with your hands or fingers or just as you are. One more breath. And then we'll be going into Utkatasana again, once again, but this time you needn't bend your knees like we did for the earlier Utkatasana. So just bend the knees. Feet are gently pressing down. Keep the belly tucked in so that the back curve is flattened onto the floor, onto the wall. And then put your arms up like Reshma is doing, touching the wall. The head is touching the wall. So your upper arms are in line with your shoulders, elbows bent. So the forearms are at 90 degrees to the upper arms. Okay. Will we just see if your elbows are 90 degrees? So, and your upper arms are in line with your shoulders. So bring it a little down. Yeah, that's right. Both hands touching. If the pillar is coming in your way, then I guess there's nothing you can do. Then keeping the arms, elbows, forearms, backs of the palms touching. Exhale, take the arms up without taking the elbows, forearms, or the hands off the floor, off the wall. If they come off, that is too much. That means you've done too much. Go back. And then bring it back 90 degrees. Inhale. Exhale, take it up again. Belly into the lumbar, lumbar into the wall, head resting on the wall, shoulders on the wall, elbows on the wall, toes relaxed. 6 times. Don't crinkle the toes. Now the arms can carry on and your mind can go into your feet. When the 6th time is done, slowly you can put your palms on the wall at the back. And take your body off from the wall, bring it forward, toes long, smiling, spread. All this movement, this drama took place, but the feet stay steady. One more breath, feeling the root chakra. And then turn around to face the wall. When you turn around to face the wall, just put your fingertips on the wall, not to press them into the wall, but just as a support. Just the fingertips. Yeah. And become aware of your feet, which are slightly apart as you stand. Then the elbows can be bent, huh? Then gently come up on your toes. Slowly come up on your toes. And then rock slowly, feeling every part of the soles of the feet go back on your heels. Inhale, lift the heels if you like off the floor, coming up on the toes. Exhale, go on the heels and lift the toes off the floor, rocking on the feet. See if you can feel your little toes also. Now make the movement even slower. So you feel the balls of the feet as you go up on the toes, as you go back onto the heels. Try and feel more and more of the soles of the feet. 3 more times. And when the third time is over, just drop the feet, drop the arms. Feel the Mooladhara chakra. Then wherever you are, or if you like, walk to a spot where your feet take you. And then bring the feet together, hands in a namaskara, and jump and land 4 feet apart. 3 or 4 feet apart, it doesn't matter. Because we don't want the legs to be too spread. Okay? Now put the hands on the waist. Hands on the waist. Take the right foot out. Left foot fully in to the right. So you're facing the right with your chest and belly. That's right, Rashmi. Thank you. Now what we are going to do is, normally what we do is, we keep our back leg straight. Now feel the 2 feet, the toes of both feet. And we are going to bend the back knee also as the front knee bends. Okay? So let's go. Exhale, go down, toes of the back foot curling as the heel comes off. Touch the floor and come up. Just 3 times. Touch and come up. Don't stay down. Straighten the knees. Let the 2 feet come onto the floor properly. Then touch and come up. 3 times. Let that back foot dance around like that. For some of us, the back knee won't bend freely because we're so used to keeping it straight. But it's like so freeing to be able to do what I normally don't do. After 3 times, come to the center. Don't move your feet. Face the center. Take the right foot in. And then take the left foot out. Right foot in. Where you are. That's right. Turn the whole body to the left. And now the right foot will do the dance. Go on. As you exhale, feel the foot. Left foot stays. Right heel goes off. Right heel comes down 3 times. See, the left toes can be long and spread. When you finish the 3rd time, take the left foot in. Jump and land. Feet together. See if you can catch that feeling of the feet in the air as you jump and land. in Namaskarasana. And then let's sit in Bhadrasana. If you want, take a bolster to sit on it. If you like, sit in the center, knees apart, palms on the knees, big toes touching or close to each other at the back, hands holding the knees, open chest. And my mind is in my Mooladhara chakra. So beautifully it breathes in and out. And I can feel the feet, the top of the feet, feeling the texture of what they're resting on. The soles of the feet either feel space if I'm on the bolster, or they feel the buttocks. See if you can become conscious of the creases in the feet, the soles, and feel the stretch in the front of the feet. Open ankles. 3 more breaths. Feeling the breath in the Mooladhara. And when the third breath is over, you take your legs out in front of you. Keep the legs a little apart, hands at the back, resting, holding your body. Feet relaxed completely, falling out. Tingling in the soles of the feet. The breath in the Mooladhara and the feeling in the feet. So calming. Let the hands be a little closer to the buttocks. Not too far behind. No, behind the buttocks, but not too far, Nalini. Yeah. And then let's flap the feet as we do when we do our knee exercises. 12 times in and out, in and out, in and out. Let them happily dance in the air. Without forcing them in, without forcing them out. Just let them go, 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 go. 12 times and then pause. They may want to do more, but let them pause and feel that zing feeling in the feet, in the toes. See if you can feel the spaces or not. One more breath. And then let's go into Marjaryasana, the cat pose. Hands, knees, feet, same distance apart, hands are shoulder width. So we follow that. And relax the toes of the feet. So the backs of the toes are on Mother Earth, like the nails are on Mother Earth. And then take the right arm forward in space off the floor, like what Rashmi is doing, palm facing the floor. And raise the left leg off the floor. Left leg off the floor. Exhale, stretch it straight back. That's right. Feel the toes of the right. You can curl the toes of the other leg if you like. Rashmi, curl. That's nice. So you can feel supported. Now, inhale, bend the knee, just barely touch the floor and take it out again. Exhale, take the leg out again, straight. 3 times. Now on the way back, see if you can relax the toes. So stretch the toes. Now on the way back, relax the toes of the left foot and bring it down. 3 times. Then put the knee down and put the hand down. Get that coordination of stretching the toes out when you're taking the leg out and relaxing the toes when you're bringing the leg back. And then change. Left arm, right leg. And now feel when you're taking that foot out now as if you're going through mercury. and then coming down, and then taking it through some medium that is not as free as space. 3 times, and then bring the hand and knee on the floor. Sit. Just to feel the Mooladhara chakra. If you feel I can feel it as I am in Majaryasana, stay like that. It's up to you. And feel it. Feel the breath coming in and going. One more breath. And then come back to the cat. Now, when you exhale, we've done this with Sir. Take the right arm through the gap between the left arm and the left thigh and put the right ear on the floor. That's right. Calm toes, calm feet. Wait for 2 breaths as you feel your belly, your Mooladhara chakra. Third inhalation, you will take that right arm up, twist, take it to the sky and look up on the right side. Not left, the right arm, Rashmi. Take the right arm up and twist, chest to the right. And exhale, go back down, put the ear down, second time. And wait, 2 breaths. Feel the feet. Feel the breath. Third inhalation, you will take the arm up. And exhale. Going down the third time. Wait for 2 whole breaths. Letting go, feeling the feet, feeling the movement of the breath. And then we'll be changing arms. After the third time. Left arm going through that window between the right arm, right thigh. Wait there as if I've put my ear down onto Mother Earth. And the third inhalation, my arm will go up and I'll twist and look up. And she's drawing me back, so I go back and I wait with her for 2 breaths. And then when I feel like going up again, inhale, see what you feel in the 2 feet when you go up. Does one become slightly heavier than the other? Third time, going down into her. When the third time is over, sit. In any position you like. Feel the breath in the root chakra. Feel the feet. Feel a quiet surrender, as if the mind who had a mind of its own is now waiting in surrender, waiting to be told, happy to not know. Then slowly pick a bolster, take a bolster, hug it as you stand. Hug the bolster as you stand and walk backwards to a wall. Go backwards, don't go forward. Feel your feet as you go backwards and see what happens to your Mooladhara chakra when you go backwards. Keep walking till your back meets the wall. And then put your bolster against the wall for Viprita Karni. Sit on the bolster, taking the legs up, Mind in the feet as the feet go up, as the legs go up. Baddha Konasana. The sole of one foot against the other, palms on the belly. Interestingly, see, first notice the texture or the temperature of the 2 feet, whether they feel warm or they feel cool against each other. Notice that. And when the feet meet each other, does one form an opinion about the other? When I did it, I found one saying, "Oh, you're so dusty." And then the realization that what that one foot is feeling is also in the other. And the mother's words, which I'm not completely quoting correctly, she said, "When I see mud outside, it's because there is mud within." So interesting. And then slide one foot up and the other down. Like, as you know, how we do it with our palms, we slide one, like that, Lashmi. 6 times. Just sliding one palm against. Don't lose the touch, Purvi. Let them always be in touch. No, only one foot moving up, one staying, and the one that's moved slightly up comes down, and the other one moves. Like people do, na, they rub their palms to put it on their eyes. Like that, rub your feet, the soles of your feet, 6 times. Again, notice what one feels about the other when you finish the 6 times. Now realizing that what it feels of the other is exactly what it itself is. So beautiful. Both actually the same. Both actually the same. And then stay in Baddha Konasana. Quietly. So there's a lovely story in the Mahabharata where before the war is to start, Lord Krishna is sleeping and Duryodhana arrives to seek his aid in the war that's going to begin. And he comes and stands near Lord Krishna's head. And then Arjun comes, and he's full of humility and love for the Lord. And he sits at Lord Krishna's feet. Both of them have come to ask for help in the war to be fought on the battlefield in Kurukshetra. So just imagine that feeling of this humble one coming, kneeling at the feet. This one who's all the time in his head comes to the head. Obviously, poor chap, he doesn't know. After this breath, take the legs from Baddha Konasana and straighten them against the wall. And relax them. Feet slightly apart and relaxed. Now, it's but natural that if I'm asleep and like our eyes are shut now, if my eyes are shut and I don't open them, but when I do open them, what is the first thing I see? So now open and see. What is the first thing I see? I see my feet, not the person, if there was a person near my head. Then shut the eyes again. So that's exactly what happened to Lord Krishna. When he opened his lotus eyes, he saw Arjun first, and then he noticed Duryodhan. So Duryodhan got a bit shaky because he thought that the Lord has seen Arjun first and he may grant him what Duryodhan had come to seek. So the egoistic Duryodhan tells Krishna, Keshav, Pehla hak hai hamara. Keshav is another name for Lord Krishna. Pehla hak hai hamara. I have the right to get the first choice. I am entitled to get the first choice as I have come first. For me, it's a very eye-opening statement, a statement to remember. Very often, when we do something and we realize that we may not get credit for it, our mind wants to say, hey, I was the one responsible for doing this. Pehla hak hai hamara. It's mine. I thought of it first. If I go for a gathering, I want that prime seat. The feeling is, pehla hak hai hamara. I should get it. Simple thing like boarding a plane and the boarding is announced. The feeling is, oh, I should go first. I should get space for my bag. See how often this happens in the mind. If I become conscious of it, I'll see it happening so many times, so many times. Notice me first. Speak to me. I did this. I thought of this. Acknowledge it. Give me the attention. I want to be first. I want to be right in the front. I want to be noticed. So much noise, so much noise. So much the poor mind has to do. I'll say something clever, you'll notice me. If somebody is getting the credit for something somebody else notices and I was responsible for it, my mind says, oh, I did it. I suggested this holiday. I suggested this restaurant. How many times his mind jumps with the eye? One more breath. And slowly slide back so the buttocks are on the floor, no longer on the bolster. I did it first. I suggested. I said it was my idea. I bought this for her. You like it now? You paid her a compliment, but I bought it. See? Even if I don't voice it, inside me, I keep doing it. Inside me. And then when you come down, take the feet down, roll to your right or slide back. And lie down on your left side for Supta Natarajasana. Left arm under the head or forward on the floor. Rashmi, just turn your back to the camera so they can see your leg. Thanks for doing the front. Now, just there only you can turn if you like. Okay, okay. So that for all of us, left arm under the head or forward, bend the right leg. We're not going to swing it 3 times like we do in the 12 mornings, and hold the right ankle with your right hand. Yeah. And now look back. Take that right foot further away if you can without letting that right buttock fall. Stay there and bring that left arm forward on the floor. Rashmi, if you like, the toes can be on the floor. The back toe, if you like. Yeah. One more breath as you arch back. Then release that ankle and lie down on your back. Just for a moment. Lie down on your back. Both legs straight, both arms dropped, both palms open. And see which hand is felt. The one that held the foot or the one that was in level with the head? Which hand is tingling? For most of us, it will be the hand that held the foot or the ankle. And then do the other side. Left leg going back, lying down on my right side. Hold the ankle and look back. Supta Natarajasana. Hand properly holding the ankle. One more breath. Then coming back, lying down on your back. Arms dropped, legs dropped. And feel which hand is tingling, which hand is carrying the energy of the holding. One more breath. And then bend both the knees. Spread your arms in line with your shoulders, palms on the floor for Pashwa Ekapada Pavana Muktasana. Take the feet off the floor. Both knees going to the right. Both knees going to the right. Feel your feet, they're together just now. Then let the left leg, the top foot go towards the right arm. See, there's no feeling of Pehla Hak Hai Hamara. I came first. Stay for a breath. I came first. You're going forward because the right foot touched first. Then bend the knee, both feet together. And change. We all come from the same place. When you reach the other side, once again, let the right leg stretch out to the left. No feeling of I am greater, I am cleverer, give me more attention, I know it all, praise me. One more breath. Then bend the knee, both the feet together and come back to the center. Put the feet on the floor, palms on the belly. Shant Sarovar Asana. Feel the feet. And the story goes that Arjun stays humble. And Duryodhan, who demanded, Krishna, I have to get the first choice because I've come first to you. He still feels like that. He's still in his mind, in his head. And he continues to feel like that. And Lord Krishna says, I saw Arjun first. But anyway, one of you can take my army and all my weapons, and the other, me. Whoever chooses me, I will not lift a weapon. You can imagine what happened in Duryodhan's mind when Arjun chose the Lord. Stay at the feet, or I can go into my head. And if I go into my head, I choose the army of Lord Krishna, which are thoughts, belongings, desires, wants, objects of desires, all his army. Drop the arms and legs in Shavasana. Lovely, one at a time is superb. So I can go stand at the head and select his army, which is busily going on in my head at times, and his weapons, as Duryodhan did. Or I can be at the feet and want only him, as Arjun did. And what happened? The one who chose his army with the weapons they carried didn't realize till the end that without the Lord, I can collect all the objects in this world, but without the Lord, I've lost everything. I can give up all the objects, all the desires, and stay at his feet, wanting only him, and I win the whole world. So it is said that Duryodhan realizes the futility of having chosen the Lord's belongings. But at that moment when Arjun chose the Lord, Duryodhan was delighted because he felt, what can the five Pandavas do with only the Lord alone? And I will be so well equipped with Lord Krishna's army. Obviously, I'm going to win. He's brimming with joy because he believed in the power of numbers and he thought that is with him. But the ones who had Lord Krishna, there's no question of survival, no question of death. Duryodhan's armies were wiped out, and it says not even death could touch those who had Lord Krishna. Last three breaths. If I have the Lord, no army of desires can touch me. When your third breath is over, bend the knees, roll to the right, and stay. Just like Arjun must have come and stayed humbly at the Lord's feet. Let me humbly stay on the right, asking for nothing but Him, you, her. I want only you. One more breath. And then roll to the other side. I still feel my feet. The freedom in staying with them. It's so liberating being here. Adi Shankaracharya ji wrote the Guru Paduka Stotram after seeing his Guru's sandals on the banks of the river Narmada. What the feet of his Guru had worn or was wearing, even that was so precious that he goes on to say that this samsara is anant, is endless, and the only one who can make me swim across this ocean of samsara are my Guru's footwear. One more breath. Then roll to the right and slowly sit up. Open arms, quiet toes and feet. I have you. I can never think of Pehla Hak Hai Hamara, first me, first me. I should get this first. Make a namaskara. What seemed like the terrace with a strong breeze blowing now has become the sky, endless and humble. Let's breathe in. Om. Om. The body lowers itself, the arms drop onto Mother Earth. Only you. I want only you. Let me remember, let me remember. Let me never forget. Whenever you do sit up, remembering when my eyes open, when I walk. Thank you. Namaste.